Yapping.
Hello, this is Erica.
Edgar.
Dave.
Chelsea.
And we are the Yapping Schnauzers. We entertain you with yap-worthy stories we find around the web. So today, I went to work because we're doing a little bit different day for recording. And we're going to just hopefully talk to you guys about couples and relationships. And how about you, babe? What did you do today?
Today, yeah, it's just a work day. I just had like emails and a few meetings. So yeah, pretty standard. And then continuing with making the games and stuff for the Yapping Schnauzers website.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It looks super cute. I can't wait for you
I
guys
like
to see.
That was coming. I remember when I was like first making like so there's a pop-up effect, and I thought whenever I was first making it, I didn't fine-tune it enough, and at first it would just have the pictures of our dogs like flying across screen. Yeah, I fixed that, so we don't do that anymore. But it was funny. Well, how about you, Dave? What'd you do?
I did my last final of the semester. I'm done with my semester finally, and I went to work. And what else did I do? Oh, and Erica made me a hot chocolate, and I thought it had milk, and I was so excited to drink it. And then when I saw that it was very watery, I was like, "This girl did it with water." Yeah.
No. So it's gonna be a little bit of information. TM, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't drink milk. However, yes,
but she had almond coconut milk in the fridge, and she decided to use
These are
water.
Decisions.
How about you, Chelsea? What you did today?
I went to go try to recruit some kids at the high school.
Oh, how'd that go?
Horrible.
Next time you gotta kidnap
They
them.
suck. This generation sucks.
How do they suck?
Unmotivated, lack of discipline.
That's crazy.
They don't know what to do. I had a kid come up and he said that he wanted to be a garbage man.
Oh
No.
Yep.
It's not bad.
I
Garbage can make a lot
guess.
of money, actually.
I think that's why, but I don't think he realized he has to go to school for that, and none of them want to go to school either. So,
Yeah, we're a little bit cooked in terms of like, I guess hard work.
yeah, they don't
people
want to
Yeah.
work.
People like it. At the
They
moment.
don't want to work.
Lack of motivation.
Lack of motivation. So that was interesting. It was also interesting to see the old school. I mean, they renovated it now.
Is it better?
Yeah, kind of. They have more security.
Oh shoot,
Do they have?
That's good actually because
metal
now they'd be
detectors?
that was
crazy.
needed.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's no way I should have been able to walk in and out of the school 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of security, but they're not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I was in school there, it was just like you could literally walk out. They wouldn't do anything to you.
There was like 2 or 3.
Wait, did you announce that you were gonna go there, Chelsea? Like tell the principal or anyone? Or you just like walked in and said, "Hey, kid, you want to go to your
No,
army?"
I go down there with my I went down there with my sergeant. So we had like a whole table display.
Where in the front?
No, at lunch.
Oh, at lunch. Okay.
Oh dang, that's weird.
But that's even, yeah, because it's like everybody there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awkward.
I feel like it would have been better like in the front.
Yeah,
As like people
it's like
walking.
people walking in and out.
Yeah, well, they want to do it at lunch. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm just a private womp womp.
That's crazy. So only 0 people recruited.
We had a couple girls come up.
that's good. At least some people took interest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then our first story is: am I the asshole for moving all my daughter's belongings to my parents' house and leaving nothing for my husband's affair kid? My husband told me Saturday that he had an affair and had a kid from it. Our kids are 14 months and 10 female, and this child is 9 female. Something happened to her mother in the last couple weeks. I was too busy screaming at him to listen to the details, and he was leaving to go get her. My daughter came to me crying, saying that he told her she had to share her room and her stuff with this girl now. I called my parents and they agreed to let me stay with her in the guest room. 2-bedroom condo, and my son and I are staying at the house. We packed her stuff, and Monday, my parents, sister, brother-in-law, and nephews helped us move all her stuff to my parents' place. They also helped put locks on my bedroom and my son's bedroom. We moved all my husband's stuff from my bedroom to the 4th floor and that he used as a home office. Yesterday evening, my husband got home with an affair kid. He got mad about all the stuff being gone and nothing being left for her. She's from a much warmer area, doesn't have clothes for the cold here. We live in the northern part of the U.S. This morning, he caught me in the kitchen to complain about it again and said I was being cruel by not making my daughter share with her. Am I the asshole? This one's controversial. It's really hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really, really hard.
That's not his child.
Yeah, but it's not fair that a little kid
kinda
that's innocent has to be, treated this way when the child it's not the child's fault. It's the husband and the adult's fault.
Mm-hmm.
The child has no.
Don't have a kid.
Yeah,
don't have kids.
Yeah, it's adult. It's the adult's fault.
Hashtag abortion.
Okay. Okay.
Let's not say that.
I mean,
it's like kind of. I think it's a little bit messed up that he was just calling the kid an affair kid. Like it's like a weird labeling.
The wife was saying that, and yeah, it's just one of those things where I think that he shouldn't have automatically said, yeah, no, we are gonna have this kid come in here and she's gonna have to share everything. I think he should have gotten at least a better communication, a better way to saying stuff than just like putting his foot down even though he did something wrong.
But why? This was just out of nowhere? He just
Yeah,
one
he said
day
that-
decided to be like, oh, I have another kid. And then she's coming to the house.
Yeah,
like,
something
what?
happened to the mom.
Okay, I
we
was
had to
like-
bring her in too.
Oh, but this kid is already known about, right? Like from what we know, or no?
They're 9, so that's crazy.
It's a little bit.
That's a little too close.
I think it's
That's
sudden.
A year, they're a year apart.
yeah.
10 and 9. The affair kid is 9.
I think
And the other two are 14
Yeah.
and 10. And the fair kid is 9. So like when that baby was a year old, that's messy.
Yeah, no, she didn't know. So he told her out of nowhere that he had an affair and he had a kid from it.
Oh my god.
But like he told her when the kid was already 9 years old. So he
Yeah.
kept that for 9 years.
Well, maybe he didn't know, and the woman he had an affair with just told him, hey, I'm dying, and you take care of the kid.
Oh, that's another issue.
And maybe that could be it
I
too.
don't know, bro, because I don't like how that's too close.
I know.
That's
it's like a year apart from each other.
And we don't even know if it's a year. Maybe it's a
sucio.
couple months, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's
yeah.
a couple months. It's like the baby's born and he like went to go get
Yeah.
the affair or whatever.
And that's crazy. Then you have like a child, right? Like,
You just had a kid.
yeah. I mean,
He was busy.
Ew. That's nasty.
I don't want to think of the OP doing that, but it's too late now.
So the top comment is, definitely not the asshole for refusing to make your daughter share her belongings with your husband's affair child. But also, like, what is your ultimate game plan here? From the post, it sounds like you have completely relocated your daughter to her grandparents' house. Even if she gets to keep all her stuff with her, it's not fair to move her out of the home just to safeguard her belongings. Honestly, it sounds like you need to kick your husband to the curb and let him figure out how he needs to take care of his affair child. If you intend to stay with your husband for some reason, then you need to seriously work through those logistics to ensure your daughter can come home and figure out how your husband's affair child factors into that equation.
So the top common solution is make more affair children.
What?
He's like abandon your husband and have him deal with her. So just making maybe not like affair children, but just like fatherless children at this point.
Fatherless children?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. He said leave your husband.
But that's not fair for the kid.
I know.
It's just so messy. It's just hard to really give a
Well-
really good...
Wait, so is OP like in general an asshole? I think he's in general an asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not life isn't fair.
Well, not OP. I mean husband. Husband is
I was
the
really
general.
how is OP?
I get the husband and wife confused, but yeah.
Life ain't fair.
So,
The dad has to deal with the
Yeah.
consequences. Like,
Yeah,
no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think he needs to deal with it and then so OP replied and she said, I'm going to file for divorce. My plan right now is for my daughter to stay with my parents until he moves out or I move out. I think honestly that's the best she can do because it's also not fair for the husband to put a whole load on top of her for something something irresponsible he did and have her deal with that even though it's not her fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because ultimately he like cheated 9 years ago.
Yeah.
9-10 years ago.
Yeah, but that's crazy
also-
how he came out of nowhere.
And she still stayed. That's crazier.
Well, she's planning on getting a
Oh,
divorce.
she's divorcing him.
But I'm just
I would just leave that day.
Yeah.
Like, bye.
Bye. I'm
like-
walking out. You're never gonna hear from me again.
What if the affair child said, "Mama"?
Your mom is
Be like, where?
well. Your
She
mom,
here. She here.
Okay,
No,
so
but it's sad because the children are so small, and
I feel bad,
It's
yeah.
just terrible to just be like, yeah, your dad is not coming here anymore, or your dad is gonna be out of the picture from now on.
and they'd
it's
be like,
hard.
"Why?"
Yeah,
because he has a brand new family. And he
imagine
doesn't love
when
us
they get
anymore.
older.
That's why.
Bro, Chelsea.
That's why.
Imagine when they get older and they're like, "Oh, this is your stepsister." It's just like I don't know.
That's
It's
weird.
crazy. Yeah.
Well, we know how Eric already feels about step kids.
No, don't come. I always want to adopt, but Edgar said no.
Yeah,
Why not?
He doesn't want to adopt.
that's
Why
not
not?
my kid.
Why?
Wait, why not?
That's not my kid.
He wants to be blood related.
He wants like kids.
like a blood. Yeah.
Are you saying kids? Are you saying adopted kids aren't kids? Kids' names? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're not.
No,
actually-
why are you switching it up on me?
Yeah, they're really
That's
trying to
the
say
I'm
reality.
asking. Okay, blood related kids. I don't know. What do you want me to call them? Stop ganging up on me.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
So we're on a consensus that we're all, if we found out our partner had an affair kid, we'd leave.
Yes.
I'm
I
sorry.
think
I
think
yeah,
that's
no.
It's hard.
Okay, we are all unforgiving people, but yeah, that's fine.
It's not the kid. It's like the fact that they cheated on you
Yeah.
9 years ago and they didn't tell you. That's why I'm gonna leave. Not the kid.
not the kid. The kid has. It's not the fault.
No, it's not I wouldn't leave because of the kid. I would leave because of him doing
He
that.
cheated on you,
Yeah.
You know, I would leave.
and then
because of
hid.
that.
I don't know if he hid the kid for 9 years or he found out.
Either way, that's
he
weird.
he cheated.
If he
Bottom
found
line.
out, I need proof.
I need proof.
I need proof.
I need a
because
DNA
there's just no way.
test. I need Jerry Springer.
But he still cheated. So that's what the issue is at the end.
Yeah,
So he
You are not the
is
father.
the asshole.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All
All right.
So final verdict: OP, asshole or not? OP being the wife.
No, she's not the
Man.
asshole.
No.
No,
No.
The husband is
the
the.
husband.
Yeah.
100%.
So for our next story, it's titled "Am I the asshole for breaking up with my husband after finding out he married me to cover up that he's bi and has been secretly seeing his lover, who is a close friend of ours?"
That's insane.
So the third real story.
No, it's
Well,
crazy.
I don't think that's a third wheel story. That's
More tricycle.
yeah.
Tricycle.
Tricycle
I don't want to think about it too hard. Okay, so this is the story.
Anyways,
trio is insane.
I'm really struggling with the situation and need some outside opinions. I, female in my 30s, have been married to my husband, Jake, 34 years old, for about 8 months. But we've known each other for 3 years. I thought we had a great relationship, and I really thought I knew him inside and out.
well,
But recently, yeah, he doesn't know him inside and out.
clearly
I
he's
found-
getting his insides. But anyways, let's not say that one.
I was thinking
Anyway,
that too. But yeah, I found something out that has turned everything upside down. And now I'm questioning everything. So here's what happened. A few weeks ago, I accidentally found some messages on Jake's phone. I wasn't snooping, lies, but I picked it up to make a quick call for him, and the screen was unlocked. It wasn't a big deal at first, but then I saw a text from Ben, 35 male, one of our closest friends. Ben and I have known each other for years. We've had dinner together, hung out, shared personal stuff. He's like family. But what I saw in those texts made my heart drop. They weren't just casual texts. They were planning secret meetups texts,
oh my god,
talking about their relationship in a way that made it obvious they've been involved romantically
Ben
for a
was
long
pounding
time.
Jen.
Even while I've been married to Jake. I was in total shock. I honestly didn't know what to think. So I sat on it for a couple of days, hoping it was just me misreading things or being paranoid. But when I finally confronted Jake about it, I was blindsided by the truth. Jake admitted everything. He told me that he's been seeing Ben for months and that he's had feelings for him even before we met.
Oh.
That's crazy. He said that when we started dating and then got married, he did it because he was terrified of being judged for being bi. He told me that he didn't know how to tell me or anyone, and he thought marrying me would make things easier. He thought I would hide the truth and give him the normal life he thought he'd have to have. He said he loves me, but that he also loves Ben.
Oh, no.
Throuple.
It hurts so much to hear that. We've been married for 8 months, and it turned out I was just part of his cover-up. I honestly feel like an idiot. I never saw any signs that he was struggling with his sexuality.
There's never signs when it's the closet is clear glass, but
And we've had deep talks about everything over the years, and he always told me he was straight. I never once thought that he might be hiding this huge part of himself. But here's the kicker. Ben isn't just some random guy he met.
oh my god.
Ben is our friend. Someone I trusted. Someone I considered family. We spent so many nights together as a group, and I never once suspected that he and Jake were secretly having an affair. In the other room.
How much betrayal?
Oh my, and the other room is crazy.
The betrayal from both of them is honestly something I can't wrap my head around. When I confronted Jake, he was very emotional.
And that's how you know he was gay.
He told me he never meant to hurt me, that he didn't know how to tell me the truth, and that he was so scared of losing everything. He said he's always loved me, but he couldn't keep living a lie. I don't know if I believe him anymore, though. I feel like everything about our relationship has been built on a foundation of lies, and I can't get past that. I told him I couldn't stay in the marriage. I told him I couldn't be with someone who wasn't fully honest with me, especially when it involves such a huge part of who they are. Jake is begging me to stay, telling me that he was confused and didn't want to hurt me, but I'm just so heartbroken. I feel like I was just a shield for him to hide behind, and that's not the life I want. Now I'm questioning everything. I know it's not their fault that he's bi, but it is his fault for lying to me and using me as a cover. I'm also so angry at Ben, who has been my friend for years. I trusted him, and he betrayed me in a way I couldn't even begin to explain. It feels like everyone I thought I could rely on has been lying to my face. So am I the asshole for breaking up with my husband after finding out that he married me to cover up that he's bisexual? And has been secretly seeing Ben, who's a close friend of ours this whole time, and has to swallow spit.
Oh my god, that sounds like the
Isn't that such a long story? I know I'm hurt, but part of me wonders if I'm being too harsh.
Oh my god.
Or if I should try to understand Jake better. So that's a long story to say that he caught his husband in the act.
Well, Jake's about to be by himself, is what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Is she the asshole for leaving him?
No,
not really.
I would have left him too. What do you mean?
Out the door.
That's so wrong. That is so wrong. Imagine how many times they snuck behind his back in the same house.
Imagine, yeah, because they said that all three of them hung out, and then like basically, I don't know, it was probably very messy, all over the place. So for the top comments for this story, by Watch Out for Snacks, just because your husband is bi doesn't give him the right to cheat. Many bisexuals are monogamous. Your husband needs to be an ex.
Yes, exactly.
The people are spoken.
He's
Is there
gonna be
any-
by himself or with Ben.
That's just
So I guess is that the next step now? Like LP is become single, and then Ben and Jake become like a thing.
the group thing is the worst thing. Ew. So you're telling me they were all together and then they were just doing stuff behind her back while they're all together?
That's crazy. and then
insane.
pretending like
Yeah, like nothing happened.
Yeah.
that's
That's
crazy.
so nasty.
That's crazy work.
That's so nasty.
And they were best friends or really close, like
Yeah.
family for years. And
Well,
they go and do
family
that.
doesn't do that
Well, yeah.
Clearly they do.
unless you're from
This family does.
Alabama.
Like what?
Yeah, that's disgusting.
But Ben's the asshole, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Despite
The
like
guy.
how sad he is. Yeah, the guy.
I don't care if he's sad.
He is not sad.
He's
He's just sad he got caught. That's
there
all.
it is.
Yeah.
That's tea.
Yeah.
No. So
I guess he has to be now he has to be open about the fact that he's bisexual, not that
He was
everyone
very
knows.
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's just no excuse. If you wanted to have a different relationship or open relationship, you should have talked about it and not cheated.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he cheated. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next story is I found sexual text on my wife's phone between her and a coworker. I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 32 female, for 5 years. We have a 4-year-old child together. Today, I asked my wife if I could use her phone to find shipping details on an item she ordered. She was a little hesitant to hand it over, and I appeared she had a new code to enter her phone, but I didn't think too much of it. I found the shipping information and took screenshots of it so I could send it to my phone. When I went to her text, the most recent text was a message she sent to a coworker. Let's call him Greg. It was a kissing emoji and a heart on fire emoji. When I opened it, she was replying to a picture of him without his shirt on. She entered the room as I was looking at this and quickly grabbed her phone back. I thought for a second maybe I should pretend I didn't see anything and try to find out more about their conversations, but I couldn't. I asked her, "What is this?" She said, "It's nothing." She refused to show me their conversations. She said it would just hurt my feelings. I told her we're done. I want a divorce. My gut was telling me there's a lot more going on than what I saw. She denies that they're sleeping together. Later that afternoon, I looked at her cell phone usage records to see how much she has been talking with him. I noticed when I saw the text on her phone, it was from late the night before, but that did not appear on our phone records. Don't know why. Maybe once she deleted them, they did not appear. But I did see a phone call she received that day a couple hours after the situation. He called her for 22 minutes. I asked her later that day, "Have you spoken to Greg today?" She said no. I told her the proof I had and she didn't respond. I know she is lying and I feel she is lying to me about their relationship. I also did some research and found Greg's Facebook. He's married. Been married for 20 years. Has 4 kids. And is 10 years older than us.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, this is even worse.
So,
When I was little, my parents went through an ugly divorce that really affected me. Her parents are still together. Ew. I said together.
I didn't even notice.
I did. It was terrible.
Start from the
Edgar's was
beginning.
more noticeable.
Yeah, mine's yeah.
Bisexual.
When I was little, my parents went through an ugly divorce that really affected me. Her parents are still together, but I don't think she realizes the magnitude of the situation. I told her I plan on moving out with our son. We currently rent a house. I drop off and pick up my son at school already. She didn't disagree with me. I believe she thinks this will blow over and we'll get past it. She thinks I'm overreacting and says it was nothing. My gut's telling me otherwise. If it was nothing, she would show me all the texts and not lie to me about talking to him when I asked her. I am most concerned for my son. I do not want this to affect him like it did to me when I was young. I did not yell at her, but there is tension between us. I feel bad for him. This is very raw and I'm still in shock. I did not expect this. So what do you think? Is he the asshole?
The guy? Yeah, OP isn't the asshole, but
No.
the wife definitely is.
Also, if she's gonna cheat, why did she have a fire emoji and a little kiss emoji?
I know, I mean, like, she's been caught. Like,
I know,
why are you
like-
still going on with this?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't want to put, like, maybe, like, dad.
A 42-year-old man.
That's crazy, Eric.
Yeah, that's really, yeah. And he's been married how long?
20 years.
Oh my
20
god.
years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is an update that says, first thing I did today was go to the bank and open a checking account in my name. I also set up consultation appointment for tomorrow with an attorney. I'm also working on breaking our lease and moving out with my son and our dogs. Oh my god.
Not
I'm
the
looking-
dogs.
I'm looking at a place this Friday. I still press her to see the messages and she told me she deleted them. I'm looking into ways to access them. I told her if she can't recover the message and show me, I would be telling this to his wife about the situation. When I speak with the attorney tomorrow, I'll ask his advice on what to do. She says she's on board with me being a primary caregiver and her seeing our son every other weekend and the 2 days she's off during the week. I learned today that in North Carolina, you need to be separated for a year before divorce. So that's our plan. If we can agree on a parenting plan, we can file for divorce after the year of the separation. And I appreciate all the advice. Makes me feel like I'm not alone in this.
That's crazy. A whole year before you have the
I
divorce.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Apparently.
I guess don't have a relationship in North Carolina.
Forget
don't
that.
Get married in North
But it seems like the wife
A
wasn't even
year.
the wife wasn't really into the whole family thing because like she gave up like
yeah,
caregiver
she was
responsibility.
like she literally gave that up real quick.
yeah,
Yeah, she was ready to let that kid go. She's like, you
Yeah.
can have the
Yo,
primary care.
Every other
That's
weekend
insane.
and the 2 days she's off for.
yeah. I doubt this guy that that she ended up cheating with was like the first guy that she's been with.
Do you think there's more?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's more guys?
I want to speculate that there's more guys probably a whole brothel of guys.
I don't know, but I think
I mean, she probably talks to all
it
her
seems like
all
her
her
and
all her co-workers, yeah.
seems like her and Jake
Yeah.
should be friends.
The whole roster.
I think he should tell the wife too, so
Yep.
the
Yeah, he
other guy
definitely should.
can
Yeah.
It's not fair for the other wife either because she's been
Two
cheated on
birds,
as
one
well.
stone.
Dang.
Two families down.
That's
how many
crazy.
kids' lives have been destroyed over this?
He said has 4 kids.
He has
Right?
4,
So 5
That's
kids.
crazy work.
and they have 1.
It's over for them.
And not the dogs.
And the dogs too.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Why are you guys laughing?
Because I care more about the dogs
It's
than the
Erica
kids.
that's laughing. I'm not laughing.
It's like, oh, it's so sad.
Well, I care about the kid, but I'm just a dog person.
Dogs are better.
I'm just a dog person, just because I have 3. So, all right. So yeah, definitely not the asshole. The wife is the asshole, and he definitely needs a good lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty clear-cut case. And she looks... What's it called again? She looks like she is, like, going to make it as streamlined as possible for him. So she can
Hopefully,
leave.
well,
Yeah.
that's what she says now. But you never know. Women change like this. Anybody changes.
Damn!
Like that.
Yeah, a whole year trying to do
Depending.
that without any, like, law backing is going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, and he didn't. I mean, he was dumb because I'm sorry. If you saw that, take screenshots, send it to you.
Yeah.
Like, get proof because that's literally proof that she's cheating on you. Like, and that you could use that for your court case. However,
Yeah, I
he
was
didn't
thinking,
do that.
like, he shouldn't be looking, like, he knows that she cheated, he shouldn't press any further, but he does need the,
The actual proof.
he needs the actual proof for if he's going to do, like, get an attorney involved,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he deleted everything. Well, she deleted everything.
which sucks. But I mean,
Wow.
yeah, that's why phone records exist and all that things.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
exist.
I mean, it's probably, I don't think it's, like, impossible to find, but yeah, he'd have to, like, dig actively.
Yeah. All right. What's the next story?
Yeah, and yeah. So the next story on the list is titled, Am I the asshole for threatening to divorce my wife if she didn't become a proper homemaker in the next month? My wife and I have been married for 4 years. I'm 33 and a male, and she's 32 and a female. Her name is Steph. Steph is a stay-at-home wife, and since we got married, she has been incredibly inconsistent with household labor. I work a physically demanding job, and it would really help if Steph could at least cook dinner more than once or twice a week. Instead, she sits at the dinner table, hunched over her phone for hours a day. She completely addicted to it, but she refuses to even have a conversation about this. Now, about twice a year, I have an opportunity to visit a foreign country for work. The nature of the work is to supervise construction and instruct the workers there. The compensation for these trips is always fantastic, and Steph is appreciative when I go because I bring home a pretty fat paycheck afterwards. 3 weeks ago, I was about to depart for 2 weeks on such a trip. At around 10 a.m., I texted Steph and said that time was tight, but I'd be home by 12:30 to pick up my luggage. I asked her if she would make me something for lunch, and she agreed to do so. I emphasized that I had to about 10 minutes to stuff my face and then get to the airport. At 11 a.m., I texted her again, saying I'd be home as planned at 12:30. Again, she said okay. At 12 p.m., I texted her saying that I was leaving. I walked in the door at exactly 12:30, only to find her sitting at the dinner table, hunched over her phone. When I walked in, she gave me this bewildered look. She had done literally nothing. Nothing was cooking. Steph stood up in a panic and said she started making me lunch, but I told her that it was pointless. She sheepishly apologized, and I responded, "Don't say sorry. Just be less fucking useless." This made her very upset.
That is
That made her cross a few lines.
that is too much.
Yeah. So I just picked up my luggage, left, and went to the airport. I did manage to pick up some food at the airport, but I really would have liked a home-cooked meal before eating out every day for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I got home last week and Steph was still angry. She said that what I said to her was over the top. I asked what she had been doing these 2 weeks, and she insisted that she was super busy. See Instagram and Netflix. I gave her an ultimatum. She had 1 month until January 10th to get her shit together and be a proper homemaker. I told her that if she couldn't, I was going to divorce her. And Steph was super upset. And for the past week, she has been sulking. See Instagram and Netflix. She told her family about it, and her mother basically blamed me for Steph's lack of direction in life. I know it's nonsense that a 32-year-old woman needs to have her hand held to do anything, but was I being ridiculous with my ultimatum?
Absolutely not. She's 32 years old and you're telling me that she can't even cook something.
Well, let's not judge her.
No. But the fact that she is working from home.
Yeah.
She's doing nothing. There's nothing she's doing.
What is her? Is she just working from home?
No, she's not even working. I'm sorry. She's a stay-home wife.
Okay, so then
nothing.
If she's a stay-at-home wife and it's not doing anything, I mean, then hey, it wouldn't hurt you once in a while to pick up that pan. You know, like, I'm not asking you to give me a Michelin star meal. I'm asking you to make me some. I'm asking you to boil me an egg.
That might be too much.
The least you can do is boil an egg.
It's gonna taste like rubber.
Yeah, or put it in the microwave, it's gonna explode in her face.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
What do you think about his comment though?
I think that was a little too much.
I can understand that he was frustrated, but I think that's the one part maybe people would find to be asshole-ish. But I think he's reasonably mad.
His reason is
it's valid.
It's understandable. Yeah,
he should have not said it like that.
No, that's mean.
Yeah, that's a little bit crossing the line.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like that. If anyone imagine someone said that to you, don't be useless. Would I motivate you, or would you feel the opposite? Or would you be more?
We're throwing these hands.
I would
what we're doing.
That's ridiculous. Don't talk to me like that.
You're gonna catch these hands. Is what's gonna happen.
Mm-mm. What were you?
Yeah, I would be pissed off too.
It's make it yourself. I know.
Yeah. It's very negative important.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not like she was cooking anyways, but
I think that was funny in the comment when he's like, well, I came back home, she was not cooking, or
oh yeah, nothing was cooking.
That's a funny thing.
That's terrible. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
The top comment is not the asshole. She's 32 and not even trying. If she's a stay-home wife, keeping the house together is literally her role. You're out there working hard and she can't even make lunch when you're flying out. That's wild. That ultimatum makes sense if she's not pulling her weight. Marriage is a partnership, not you doing everything. I agree. And then also that the mother's blaming him. I'm like, excuse me? How is this? What do you mean?
The mom is probably the same way as her.
Maybe.
Or it's just maybe the mother just coddles her a lot as well.
Yeah. That could be very.
I think it's crazy. I think she needs to get a wake-up call because she needs to do something. It's not okay. She needs to pull her weight.
I wonder what got them to the situation. For her to not be ambitious. Well, or not at least not want to do anything. Not
maybe
even
she just got complacent.
Yeah. Too complacent.
Okay, so final verdict on this story?
He is not the asshole, but he needs to be better with his words.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a little bit harsh.
Yeah. He's not the asshole.
Okay.
Okay, so next story is, am I the asshole for flipping out on my boyfriend after he went out on a couple's retreat without me?
What?
Wait, so who do you go with?
Yeah, did he go by himself? Did he just go by himself?
I guess we'll find out in a second.
I'm 29 female. My boyfriend is 30 male. I have 2 kids that are not his biological kids, and we have been together 4 years. Last week, his buddy invited him and I to go on a 4-day couples retreat with him, his wife, and his other friend, and his girlfriend. Apparently, there are couple massages, romantic dinners, etc. We were due to leave today. My boyfriend mentioned it to me, so I started looking around for babysitters. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a sitter. Their dad hardly ever takes them, and their grandmother is just as much as a deadbeat and only sees the kids to post photos on Facebook and act like the grandmother of the year. Normally, when we make plans, he will reach out to his mom or sister-in-law because they're the only people in our area. He didn't do that. So I called them yesterday to see if they would, but obviously they couldn't. I figured since I could not go, he would not go on the couple's retreat. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. to him packing. I asked him what he was doing, and he said, packing? I need to leave here by 7 a.m. and meet up with George. So I asked him why he still intended to go on a couple's retreat when his partner couldn't even go. And I asked him if he had even wanted me to go since he didn't even bother helping me look for a sitter originally. Anyways, he said, if you wanted to go, you would have found a sitter. I don't have time for this. This really bothered me a great deal. He kissed my forehead and left. 15 minutes ago, I got a text from him which included pictures of his suite that had flower petals, champagne, and even a heart-shaped bed. Oh my god.
For himself?
Yeah. I texted back and said, have a good time. He took this as an attack and said, don't be clipped with me. It's not my fault you didn't find a sitter. So I responded with, I wasn't even being clipped, and it would have been nice if you could have helped me find a sitter. I know they aren't your kids, but if you wanted me to go, you should have put it in effort. He responded with, you're being an asshole right now, and quite frankly, you're being overdramatic as well. Am I the asshole for getting upset with the fact that he went without me?
Absolutely not.
Why are they together?
Right?
Like, that's even crazier. Like, you go to a couple's retreat, but you go alone. Like, do they even allow that? Does she have to be with somebody?
But, like, why would he even want to go? What is he going to do that he wants to go alone and not with her?
He gets double the meals, double the massages.
Maybe he just wants a break.
From her and her kids.
Or he's going to do something with somebody else.
Okay, well, I think we should give him the benefit of the doubt.
No. At this point.
Okay, well, we've seen a bunch of stories where clearly.
That's ridiculous. I'd be mad.
Yeah, that's very ridiculous. Like, just don't go. I don't know. Was that not an option for him?
I don't know. I think it's crazy that he didn't even try to help her.
This wasn't like a paid thing, right? Like,
yes,
I think
retreat is free.
So that he paid for it already?
I think his friends paid for it because he said they invited them.
Okay, but if it's a paid thing, then I'd go. I'm going by myself.
No.
If I already paid, I'm going
Chelsea
by
is OP low key.
I'm going by myself. If I paid for it, I'm gonna go. I'm going by myself. I'm getting double the massages. I'm getting double the meals. I'm going by myself.
Double the drinks.
I'm going by myself. If I pay for it,
but if it's like something and everything,
huh?
You're just gonna leave them?
Are they my kids?
That's not my kids.
No.
Nah.
I'm not gonna pull an Erica on this one and be like, my stepkids aren't my kids, but
no.
Chelsea's on her villain arc right now.
No, but like if he didn't help find a babysitter, then that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And then he was like, first of all, who uses the word clipped? I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, how old is he?
But I
wasn't being clipped with you.
Oh.
Excuse me, no attacking.
I don't think he even wanted her to go anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But why? How long did we dating again? Like a few months?
4 years.
4 years.
Oh
my god,
that's crazy. Like,
yeah, I think when you marry somebody that has kids,
they're not
also
married. I don't think they're married.
Yeah, they are. 4 years.
They're married?
No, they're not married. No, they're not. They're not.
Okay, then.
They're just a
they've
couple.
been together for 4 years. If you're with that person, you also have to see that their children as yours because you have to love them. I mean, they're not just going to be in the sidelines.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
Yeah, clearly after 4 years, he doesn't see them as his kids.
Yeah, clearly not. So I think he needs to.
Yeah.
She needs to cut her losses and find somebody that actually will, love her kids as their own.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys say this was like a divorceable offense?
They're not even married.
They're not married.
I guess breakup worthy.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Except for Chelsea, I guess.
No. Listen. I only said if I paid for the retreat, I'm going by
Well,
myself.
if you paid for it, but if like your friend paid for it.
Yeah, no, then I'm staying.
Yeah.
I'm staying home.
Exactly.
But if I paid for it, I'm
But
I'm
he
leaving.
didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
It was a gifted.
It was a gift.
Oh, it was a gift?
It was a gift, so he still went.
No, so he's the asshole.
Exactly, thank you. Okay, I was about to go off.
You gonna go off?
Well, Dave, maybe I'm gonna have a different opinion. You ever thought of that?
Okay, Chelsea.
Yeah, we all don't have to have the same opinions.
Yeah, Dave. We don't have to agree.
You were reading the wrong thing. You didn't even know what you were reading.
We didn't disagree. You were just ignorant.
Okay. Anyways,
bro.
so
Okay,
back
the
to our
top
regular scheduled
comment
program.
is not the asshole. He's supposed to be your partner. The whole if you want to go, you would have found a sitter could easily be turned into if he wanted you to go, he would have found a sitter. It's a weak argument. The fact that he took have a nice time as a confrontational text rather than a genuine makes it seem to me like he knew he was doing something that would bother you. It's all very unnecessary. You aren't the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, OP
Yes.
definitely isn't. Like she's meant to be like upset. I just think it's ridiculous, like, for the husband to just go alone though. Like, how's he gonna look in front of all his friends?
He's gonna look stupid because everybody's gonna be like with their couple, and he's just gonna be there by himself.
Yeah.
He's gonna be third wheeling. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't even go.
that is, yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't go. That's embarrassing.
That's awkward.
Yeah, all our friends be
Hashtag-
like, "Where's your girlfriend?" It's like, she's not here.
I think at home
She
with
didn't
the
get a
kids.
sitter.
That's so sad. I know. That's so.
Well,
Yeah, that's
you
gonna look
live and you
very.
learn.
It's a very bad look.
Yeah. I think they need to work on the relationship if it wants it to last. But if they don't, then it's gonna be over rather than it's gonna.
Yeah,
then
the doghouse
long
to
way.
him as soon as he come back.
That's even if he gets to get the doghouse. It could be just like literally her. They just break up worthy. All right. So the next story is.
Okay. Wait. What final verdict? I guess yeah. We don't have to do that. Okay. So, the next story is titled, "Am I the asshole for calling my sister-in-law racist after she compared my cooking to making kung pao chicken?" For context, I've been married to my wife for about 10 years, and we're a mixed race couple. I'm Asian, and she's Caucasian. I've gotten along with her family, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, but I always felt like her father-in-law and other siblings-in-law, Sarah, for instance, never liked me. I'm a professionally trained chef with 15 years of experience, and I work at a high-end Chinese restaurant, a spin-off of a popular one in Beijing, in a large U.S. city. My crew and I have won several awards, and I've been explicitly told I'll be the next executive chef. Sarah is also a professionally trained chef and works at a popular upscale French restaurant in the city. She constantly brags about it and, no joke, compares herself out loud to Ramsay in Bourdain. Whenever I'm at my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house and helped out in the kitchen, Sarah is always criticizing everything I do. Whether it's chopping, braising, marinating, etc., she's always butts in with comments like, I think you should actually do X like this. I've been patient with my wife and sidestepped those comments, saying things like, thanks, but I think I'll stick to the way I do it. Things came to a head 2 weeks ago when my wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law, and I were in her parents' kitchen preparing dinner for my mother-in-law's birthday. We were running a bit behind, so things were heated, which I kind of liked because it reminded me of work, and that's when Sarah walked in. She took one look at what I was doing, scoffed, and said something like, oh wow, okay, so that's not the right way to do things. It hit a nerve, and I pretty sternly told her to stop criticizing my cooking, and that I'm also a chef like her. She laughed and said, making kung pao chicken at some Chinese restaurant doesn't count. The kitchen went silent.
Why do you change your voice?
Father-in-law snorted a chuckle, and my mother-in-law yelled, Sarah, what is wrong with you? I stopped what I was doing, swore at her and called her a racist piece of shit, and apologized to my mother-in-law for not being able to stay, and left for home with my wife. Apparently this caused a massive fight after we left, with my mother-in-law, brother-in-law, and sister-in-law taking my side, and my father-in-law and Sarah saying it was a joke, but kind of true, and that I was being too sensitive. The extended family somehow got wind of this, and now everyone was arguing and taking sides.
Oh my god.
With my wife even getting texts from some of her cousins apologizing for Sarah's behavior. Despite being on my side, my wife is begging me to apologize so that the fighting will stop.
No.
But I refuse to because fuck Sarah and her blatant racism. Am I the asshole?
Wait, definitely not, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's like kind of... I think it's a ridiculous situation in the first place. Like, what family has two, like, top chefs and
I know.
and they're having,
it's
like, chef beef against each other?
Chef beef is crazy. Literally just call it cutting.
I really think they
I'll be here
should
all
just respect each other's cooking and that's it. I think that was just disrespectful on her part.
I think
Come on.
it's just them, like, both of them just beefing and trying to see who's, like, the alpha in the situation.
They're
And
being childish.
Kung Pao chicken is crazy.
yeah, I don't think, like, childish, but yeah, the come out chicken is, like, pretty crazy. And I don't know why she's so upset about, like, him cooking and stuff.
She's jealous.
Yeah, I don't know.
His food tastes better than hers.
It's gotta be.
Probably.
I like Asian food better than French, but
I like both. I
100%.
don't care.
but I do like frog legs.
Frog legs? What? No.
That's good.
Thank
That's-
you.
Please tell me when you've ever ate them.
That's
No, I can't. I just literally picture frog legs and I can't eat
It's like fried chicken. It literally like chicken.
My friends in
chicken.
Louisiana
No,
say that it's
thank
pretty
you.
good. My friends in Louisiana say it's pretty good. Though.
frog legs?
Yeah.
They've tried it?
Yeah, you gotta try it. That
It's
makes sense. Yeah, it's like
Louisiana, like,
French and Louisiana is like French Canadian or I mean French American.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The Creole and all that.
Creole. Yeah.
That's
There
crazy.
are edits and updates. So the first one is my wife has also informed me that now Sarah may be in trouble at work and she's blaming me for it.
Bro.
Apparently, one of her coworkers heard her rant about what happened and reported it to management. Ooh.
Oh God.
So basically, her job found out that she said that.
That she's a racist?
She's a racist.
That's
That's
crazy.
funny.
Okay, update
Is it
2.
the-
So it looks like one of my wife's cousins found this post and put it on Sarah's Facebook wall.
Oh my God.
Going, is this you, right? Her Facebook friends are starting to comment with things like, is this you, Sarah? Then I'm disappointed. I think Sarah's still at work. Shit might be hitting the fan soon, and now my wife is pissed too. We'll try to update, but might have to delete post if this goes nuclear. Edit 3. I was considering removing it, but I just got a voicemail from my father-in-law that my presence was only being tolerated up to this point and
Bruh.
threatened a whole world of hurt if I didn't delete this post. Officially gonna keep this post off, and if you're still reading this, Doug, I'm very disappointed in you. You're better than this.
Doug.
We'll also continue to update, and thanks again for
That's
all
a
your
horrible
support.
father-in-law name.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Doug.
Update 4.
I'm not down with Doug.
Oh my God.
Why is there so many updates? Oh my
Lots of
god.
stuff just went down.
It's like another story.
I know.
My wife got a call from sister-in-law. From wife's paraphrasing, Sarah started screaming, crying at her the moment my wife picked up and said that she just got demoted because of her Asian slur husband. Apparently, some
God.
of her coworkers have her on Facebook and showed the post to the management, which combined with her earlier rant, double whammied her back to being a line cook, and now she might get fired.
Okay.
My wife told her to fuck herself
Oh my
and
God.
is now solidly on my side after taking the verbal abuse from Sarah and reading some of the comments here. My wife is still opposite of happy though.
Unhappy?
Damn.
To say that.
Yeah, okay. Wife called mother-in-law and asked her what the fuck was going on with father-in-law. Mother-in-law was confused, so my wife played back the voicemail I had on my phone, and apparently my mother-in-law literally just walked away from the phone without hanging up and started screaming at father-in-law. Facebook post has now developed into a clusterfuck flame war with family and friends jumping in.
Like they're like debating who's racist and who's not racist.
No, but this, oh my god. Suffice to say, it has officially gone nuclear.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think I'm gonna have to call this a day, and we'll make an update post when the dust settles. Thanks again, folks. Oh my god, there's an update 5.
Bro.
Turns out I'm not allowed to post an update post for some reason.
What?
No, you provide all the updates in the original post with your many edits. You can edit. Anyway, so it says, suffice to say, it's been kind of nuts this week. My wife and I had turned off social media for a bit because the shitstorm caused by her cousin putting my last post on Sarah's Facebook page. Some people even tried to call a restaurant I work at to get me fired as retribution. But luckily, everyone there is 100% on my side. I guess it didn't help when that half of the calls involved threats, screaming, and some racial slurs. We didn't hear any updates from her family, even though we assumed the shit fanned after mother-in-law found out of father-in-law's threatening voicemail. Still disappointed in you, Doug.
That's funny.
But that changed on Sunday night when mother-in-law suddenly showed up at our door with overnight bags.
Oh my god.
After we took the moment to help unpack and calm down, she spilled the beans on everything. Father-in-law, aka Doug, apparently my mother-in-law and father-in-law were already having trouble in their marriage. It was only made worse with a certain 2016 presidential election. She's a Democrat, and he had apparently gone more far right since then. Seems that line was crossed with the compound chicken incident.
Okay.
And his voicemail. Then he refused to apologize for anything. Typical Doug. She asked for a divorce, and he went berserk. She didn't feel safe. So that's when she came over. Other brother-in-law and sister-in-law live out of town. You have been able to tell already, but the extended family has largely arguing, fighting, divided along political lines for a few years now, and my cousin's Facebook post was likely just the light of the set on power keg. According to mother-in-law, the fellow has allegedly already led some breakups, excommunication to some family members, and even an argument that ended in police involvement.
Oh my god.
Haven't verified myself though.
Bro,
it sounds like a Boondock episode.
Oh my god. According to my mother-in-law, Sarah came over to her place on Friday, and the writing was on the wall, and she was basically forced to quit, despite her trying to start from scratch as a line cook. The entire stuff turned against her. Nothing was coming back from the dish pit for her, and she was getting the cold shoulder. She's a great chef, I will admit this is true, but they took no chances since it turns out, shit you not, they're probably owned by a Chinese investment company. Found this hard to believe.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to add this detail, but it turned out to be true after some research. I won't say any further for privacy. Word also got around in the local industry, and Sarah is essentially blacklisted from high-end establishments. She's now considering selling her home and moving to find work. As much as I don't like her and found her behavior horrifying, I didn't intend for this to happen. So I've reached out some buds in other states to see if they had any openings. Whether or not she wants to take it. And no, she has not apologized for anything either, but I still want to be a decent person to her. I'm sure as hell don't feel happy for the ending that has occurred. Perhaps bittersweet justice, but that's all I can give you. Thanks all for your support. What do you guys think?
Oh my god.
Why were there so many
There were
edits?
so many updates. That should have
No,
been another
God.
story in
So
itself. I think
All this over like how
Kung Pao
about
chicken.
cooking. Not Kung Pao
my
chicken, just
God.
cooking a dinner for the mother-in-law.
that
my
was
God.
absolutely insane. I don't think
Everyone in that town, the entire family is like everyone's just imploded over cooking.
everyone in
just-
town started
I
tweaking.
feel like it was the cup that made everything float. What is
Yeah.
it? The filter, whatever. How you say that?
The pot that was spilled? I don't know. Something like that.
The cup or something.
the cup that overflowed or something.
Yeah,
I know
something
what you're
like
talking
that.
about,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god! It was just a bad. It got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, Sarah is never. I mean, Sarah can't possibly be that good a chef if she's a line cook now. Like, imagine like if Gordon Ramsay says something racist, they're not gonna make him a line chef. He's still gonna be cooking.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
probably Sarah isn't that good a chef, to be honest.
Yeah.
she's probably trash.
Yeah.
But I mean, they really don't stand up for racism here anymore.
I know.
That was crazy. The top comment is not the asshole. Cooking Asian food doesn't count as cooking is racist. Incredibly uncalled for. It shows how much of an entitled know-it-all Sarah is. Glad most people over there are on your side, but yeah, don't apologize when you did nothing wrong. Yeah. And then after the whole edit, she said, wow, my post blew up. Loving the crazy mix of comments here, and the updates in the main post are amazing to read. Can't wait to see how the clusterfuck ends. Which means that she got fired. That's crazy.
She definitely got fired.
She deserved that.
She
did, honestly.
She was doing too much. Yeah. Literally, if she just shut her mouth, life would have been hard for her.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have been demoted. She wouldn't have gotten fired. But
And she's blacklisted too. Like,
and she's blacklisted.
her career is over.
Any high-end restaurants, and that's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's when you make the most money, too.
Yeah.
Think of her lord though. Like in a few decades, she'll be like, "Do you still cook?"
That villain arc is gonna be crazy.
Oh, no. That's crazy. Even the fact that the company was owned by a Chinese investment company.
No.
I feel like it was just not Sarah's
What
luck.
are the chances?
I
Like,
know.
what are the chances?
Everything wrong that could happen to Sarah happened. Like the Chinese company owning her restaurant,
Shit took a
all
turn
her,
for the worst.
all her friends and family having an opinion on this.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the mother-in-law and father-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like an unfortunate casualty because like I don't
Casualty.
yeah, like their relationship.
Just casually got divorced, nothing. Something simple, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But I mean, yeah, it's just I feel like this is just like as you said, it was like the final straw on the camel's back of like whatever was happening.
Oh,
Imagine
it's
like
the
it was
straw
probably
that broke the camel's back. There it is.
yeah.
Mm-hmm,
That's another way to say it. I think yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was so much. I didn't realize it was that long.
Do you think OP was the asshole at all at this point?
No.
No.
She did nothing wrong.
No.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like he was trying to be as reasonable as possible, and like once Sarah pressed his like buttons, like he obviously blew up for a good reason.
Yeah, and then it wasn't even her that spread the rumors. It was Sarah herself talking about it at work, and then it spread.
Yeah, like Sarah made her own mistakes that led up to all of this, and then also like OP wasn't like trying to like get her like fired, trying to ruin her life over this comment that was like not okay.
Yeah, it was so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think that takes us out. We have one more left, and it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, we'll end with this final story now, which is titled, "Am I the asshole for calling my mom when my husband refused to listen to me? I, 26 female, recently moved into my first home. I am also 4 months pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy has been very hard. I have horrible morning sickness. It reached a really bad point where I passed out, hit my head, and my doctor admitted me to the hospital for a week. When I got home, my husband allowed his brother's family to move in to our 2 or 3 bedrooms. They were evicted. I don't know why. One room was my office, was tossed into our room, papers everywhere. The house was a complete wreck. Trash, dirty clothes, used diapers. I started to cry. It was like a light flipped. My husband was no longer the same. My husband told me it wasn't that bad. My reply was, fine, then you should have gotten the house cleaned up before I waked up. Completely exhausted, I fell asleep for 4 hours. I woke up and went to get a drink of water. I couldn't see. Every glass we owned scattered around the house. They didn't clean a single thing. I aggressively started to pick up the dirty dishes and wash them. The following morning, I was trying my best to work when their kids were crying nonstop, banging on the walls and so on. Their mother was in her room for hours ignoring them. When my husband came home, he was upset with me over how I didn't make his brother's wife feel welcomed in our home by helping with their kids when she was tired. Then continued to complain how nothing was done while he was at work all day in the house. Yep, the same one he didn't clean. That led to a fight where I told him I am too sick to have company and they need to leave. To which he replied, they are his family and he won't kick them out. I started to cry again. I was beyond frustrated, exhausted. I physically couldn't do it anymore.
I called my mom asking if I could stay with her, telling her the whole story in front of my husband, who at this point was completely shocked. Angry, also, I could tell he wasn't sure what to do. My mom came with my brothers. I have 3 older brothers. My mom, super angry, told my husband, since your family can stay, so can we. My mom quickly took charge. I was sent to bed. My brother started complaining loudly at how disgusting my brother-in-law's family is, along with what a horrible husband my husband is for putting me through this while I am sick. I got a text message from my mother-in-law for calling me for not helping my husband clean up the house and putting my brother-in-law in an uncomfortable position by having my mom boss him around. Added it to add an update. When my mother-in-law showed up, she was super angry outside. I could hear her shouting but couldn't understand what was said. Once inside, she was shocked. My house looked really bad. My brother-in-law lied to her about what happened. My mother-in-law quickly started to help my mom in the bossing mode. My house is just cleaned, but deep cleaned. My brother-in-law and his kids are now staying with mother-in-law. She didn't know about the eviction. My in-laws helped them financially a couple of months ago. My mother-in-law was not happy about it. Sister-in-law refused to come out of the bedroom. She would scream through the door, but that was about it until the family came to pick her up. Last little bit, I did talk to my husband. He seemed very remorseful. I asked for some space where he is staying at a hotel. He asked to come by and talk to me tonight. My mother and dad are here. Both moms felt like I should have someone here since I am sick. Both moms have set up a meal plan where they trade off and who will bring in dinner. It was my mother-in-law's idea. Thank you for all your advice. I truly appreciate it. Talk with husband. I summed up since it's lasted 4 hours. It was hard talk. He is remorseful. She writes to a gay woman.
Oh my god.
It's so hard to read this. Okay, brother-in-law was only supposed
Hey, we're just
to
so
stay
tired. We don't care at this
for a
point.
couple of
tired.
nights. Then
It's
originally,
11. Oh my god.
I know it's
11
late.
p.m., guys.
Yeah. Then originally, he thought they would be gone before I got home. He said he is tired and emotionally
She's
upset
not wrong.
when I emotionally passed out. My husband left to help a friend move. He came and found me. He said he had no idea how long I was on floor. He was originally scared I had died. Since then, he had nightmares. On top of dealing with my mom family drama, he admitted to dumping his frustration onto me when it's not my fault. He begged me for another chance. The next steps, we are still separated. His plans on staying at my brother's house in his casita. Casita. Okay. Okay. What are you laughing?
Oh my god.
No way!
No,
That's the only part I understood.
we are going to marriage counseling and individual counseling. He asked if he could come when the home health nurse comes each night and to my doctor's appointments. I agreed to that. Update on brother-in-law. His wife admitted to having an affair.
There's no way. There's no way.
She told him she got married too soon and doesn't want the responsibilities of being a mom anymore. I am not sure what will happen with him and his kids, but I am shocked that she goes away, especially with her kids.
What happened to the story?
This is written like a novella or like some drama show.
But I don't get it. I got lost halfway.
I blame this on how she's writing this. Like,
Yeah, that was me doing the whole story.
like, what is the story about? Even?
When did the brother-in-law cheat? I don't even
What? Yo, first of all, whoever wrote this is illiterate.
I hate. I hate when I read this kind of story. Like, I don't, like at least edit what you're writing.
There's like 20 periods in one paragraph. That's ridiculous.
I'd rather have it be in a runoff sentence
Yeah.
than 20 periods in one.
This is when a 5-year-old tries to write a novel.
This is what happens when the education system fails you. That's
Yes.
what happens.
This must remind you of like when you went to your high school to recruit those kids.
That's literally.
This is how they write.
Damn.
Garbage man, get out.
Garbage.
Get out.
Oh gosh.
I mean, they probably will end up being a garbage man.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Tom comment says, "Wait, your mother-in-law called to fuss at you for involving your mother? There's this pot kettle thing. Not the asshole 100%, but house guest is a shared home required 2 yeses and not only 1. Both of you agree or it shouldn't happen. Your husband has treated you..."
Abominably.
I'm not sure.
Oh my god.
What a really sophisticated word for chicken.
He can say
Oh
that,
my
but not
God.
casita. That gotta be a joke, Edgar. Come on.
Abominably, and then he can say casita.
Casita. Yeah, no.
Because I didn't expect the Spanish
Oh my
word to be
God.
thrown in there. I don't
He
know
said
where.
that so good. Like, what?
Abominably.
We had this word before, but I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so start from here. Okay.
Wait, abominably?
Abominably.
No, just skip the word.
Just keep going.
Treated you bad.
Okay.
Next.
Say this. Your husband treated you like shit. Okay.
No, let's say that.
Just
okay,
say bad.
5, 4, 3, 2. Your husband treated you bad.
Bro.
We need to stop.
We've been going for a little too long.
I'm tired.
Me too. Okay, yeah.
Can you say it again?
I gotta
Tap in.
sleep.
Not the asshole. 100%. But house guest is shared home required 2 yeses and only 1. Not only 1. Both of you agree or it shouldn't happen. Your husband has treated you badly. I'm not sure I could deal with that, honestly. Can you go with your mom? And she said, yeah. So,
So there's a lot. So overall, the story, it could have been streamlined. All the edits didn't add anything to like the main question, which is like, is OP the asshole for being mad at her husband for bringing like I guess family into the house while she was away? Which I don't think.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think it's that way. I think the husband brought in the sister-in-law and brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And she just wasn't agreeing upon that. But he still did it anyways.
Mhm.
And even after she said, I don't feel well, this happened to me, he said, no, this is my family. I'm not kicking them out.
Mhm.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess on that point is OP the asshole.
Wait, who's the OP? Who's right again? I'm sorry.
I'm still. What's the affair? What affair?
Well, fair.
I think they just wanted to spice up the story. Okay.
Okay, but
so
that makes no
basically,
sense.
ultimately,
Illiterate.
what is our verdict on OP? On OP
Okay, so OP
for
is a
calling
26
my.
female. So yeah, she is not the asshole, the husband is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what we're all.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
we all
also
agree
4
with
months
that.
pregnant. So
Yeah.
Oh,
she
wait, I missed that part.
Yeah, she's pregnant.
How did you miss that?
the first sentence
She hit her head and she went to the hospital.
because of horrible morning sickness.
This story just confused me. Like, I only know the title.
I know. Based on the title alone, is she the asshole?
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Who's
Yeah,
your
this
daddy?
was a lot.
Listen, more of the story, listen to your wife, especially when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
But why did they decide, like whoever wrote this, decide to put one Spanish word in the whole story? I still don't know.
I know.
They wanted to add some culture into the story. I guess.
But they added, it's funny because they put brother's house in his casita. What?
They came out left field.
They said house twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In one I'm so done.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I think that story is cursed. It's a cursed story.
You'd be surprised. Most people don't know how to write well.
Well,
Yeah, no.
that proves it.
anyway.
I think OP is the asshole for making me read this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so lost.
I think OP
Please
needs
go back
to take a language arts class again.
I think I want to hear more about that affair.
Yeah. I don't even.
that was the thing
They
that
kind of let me hang in
Yeah,
with
they
that.
just
That
said
was
that.
so random.
Had an
Like, yeah,
affair?
OP, if you're listening to this, go back to middle school.
No, I want to know more about the fair. What do you mean?
And tell us more about that affair.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like what happened.
after you learn how to write in middle school. At the middle school level.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you did not eat with this one, Opie.
There's always kids involved.
Opie, you're
in every
actually
story.
starving.
It's really sad.
Like,
it's really, really
there's
sad.
not a story-
Fatherless.
Chelsea.
Sorry. Well, you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so I hope you guys enjoyed all the stories, and thank you guys for joining us today, Dave and Chelsea. I know
Yes.
last week I didn't thank
Yay.
Chelsea for joining us, but thank you for joining us today, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
Cool.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.